Scribd Audio presents The Shame by Makenna Goodman. Read for you by Eliana Marianes. For Sam. 1. Imagine you're in the middle of the state of Vermont, on a tiny island the size of a shoebox. Around you is a lake of boiling lava, so hot that it burns up anything it touches. In one hand, you have an endlessly replenishing supply of undercooked egg whites and a straw. This will keep you alive for a long and unhappy life. At the edge of the lava, miles and miles away, the heat ends, and there is a lush and beautiful forest, meadows with wildflowers, bubbling brooks with salmon and little icicles and wild mint. There, you can eat whatever you want. There, you can eat pasta with clams, pasta with cheese, pasta with toppings unlike anything you could imagine. And there are salads with every possible ingredient and really good dressing, all of which will be available for the rest of your long and happy life. But to get to this magical place, you have to cross the hot lava, and you can't have a flying machine. Would you do it? How would you do it? Here's how I would do it. I'd take my gun, because you didn't say I couldn't have one. I'd take my gun and I would look up in the sky and I would see a giant flock of migrating geese. I'd put my egg whites down on the shoebox island and aim my gun and shoot a goose, which would fall down into the lava beside me. Because of the size of the goose, only the bottom half would burn instantly, and I'd have 2 seconds to use the top half as a stepping stone. By this time, I would have already shot down a second goose. As one foot lifted off the first bird, the other foot would be landing on the second, and by then, I'd have shot down a third. I'd be in a spree of shooting geese one by one, rapid fire, and dead geese would be raining down on me, dropping into the lava in a line, and I'd be hopping from one to the next while shooting down more, and this would go on for hours and hours, until, finally, I would have shot down the very last goose, which would take me to the edge of the hot lava, and I would jump safely onto the shore of the bountiful pasta and salad forest, and live happily ever after. There are a few moments in our lives when we are truly nowhere. I had experienced this feeling only a few times. Once, on top of a mountain that I had scaled just after dawn. Again, at an indexing conference. The hotel I stayed at was filled with all shades of corporate people convening, and I spent what turned out to be a great night watching pay-per-view.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?